Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is JDavis, and I'm the host of Radio Entrepreneurs, and we continue to stream stories of business and leadership and entrepreneurship and how people are adapting to this really quite a dynamic economy. Our next guest, first-timer Douglas Chrystall, founder, CEO, CIO of TruVideo. Welcome.
Good morning, Jeffrey. How are you?
Good, thank you. I guess you're an AI specialist, correct?
Well, isn't everybody an AI specialist today? Is it that what everybody added onto their resume, about 12 months ago?
No, not me. That's not my expertise. So I'm looking forward to talking to you and hearing what you do at the TruVideo and how it works.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to talk a little bit about TruVideo and what we do. But as you sort of mentioned, sort of AI sort of everywhere. And it's like you can't really look anywhere without AI being included. But yeah, a little bit about TruVideo. So we're a software company. We basically provide a video platform that you embed into your software product. So the best way to think of us is like a Twilio for video. So if you have a software business and you want to deliver video, you want to deliver technologies such as augmented reality, have AI generated video content, have personalized videos, and have the whole infrastructure, then we provide that to software vendors.
Nice. And how long have you been doing this?
So TruVideo, we've been doing this for 7 years. So originally how we started off with our own video product, and we were selling that to automotive dealers. And what we sort of looked at is, we saw sort of, if you think about it, when you take your car to be serviced and they find some things wrong with your vehicle, they might call you up and start explaining, something about the suspension bushings, et cetera, and you've got no idea what they're talking about. And we sort of felt that we needed to find a better way to kind of be able to deliver that message. Because if you think about it, when a friend of yours is explaining something that's complicated, often we go, well, hang on a sec, let me show you. And that's what we wanted to bring, to basically the automotive dealer market. And that's what we did. But then over time, we started to get, people from other businesses wanting to deliver the same personal video experience. We had, garage door people, we had a horse hospital, we've had veterinarians who literally want to show you the inspection of your dog. Look, I've cleaned his teeth, et cetera. And what we found was when that personal video is delivered, then the customers are a lot happier about, one, in understanding what's happening, but they also tended to then actually spend more with that person because they understood there was a transparency to the transaction.
So you've been an entrepreneur before. Can you give us a sense of your journey to where you are today?
Yeah, happy to. So obviously from the accent, I'm not from around these Boston parts. I've actually been in software for many years. So I actually sold, I'm going to age myself here, but I actually sold my first software product at the age of 12. And I sold a golf handicapping system to golf clubs, basically in the north of England. That was on a language called D-Base 4. So any older listeners out there may have actually heard of that. And then from there, I moved into the software sort of industry. I moved to Australia, had a software consulting business, and then, built up a software company in Australia. But most of my customers were actually based in North America. And I got tired of the commute between Australia and the US. It was getting quite tiring. And so I made the move to the US and then eventually sold that business. And then, being sort of, somebody who can't sort of sit still for very long, I set up a virtualization company, which I sold that one as well. I sold that to Dell Computers. And then I took a little bit of time off, worked with startups, helping them find some product market fit, helping them with their product journey. Really, we made a lot of mistakes as we were growing our businesses, particularly when we came to the States. And kind of what I've been doing is really trying to help other startup companies, avoid the mistakes that we made. So as you probably know from a lot of people that you talk to, really with a software company is, there's a lot of persistence needed, but you want to avoid sort of like the pitfalls, the things that kind of drag or tax your business as you're trying to grow it. And that's what I've helped people do. And then as part of that, I was talking with some people, giving them some advice, around this video technology. And I decided to jump on board and, and actually be part of the core team. And, the business has gone very well. We raised just over $40 million last year to continue the growth of the business. And yeah, it's going very well. It's a big time for video right now.
And you feel that there are specific industries that your business resonates better with?
Yes. So I wouldn't necessarily say as businesses, we started in automotive because that's where we had the connections, and then we're in trucking, and then as I mentioned, we've now been moved into all sorts of different industries. Basically, rather than industry sort of focused, it's sort of the activity. So if somebody's repairing or looking at something that's remote, and they need to explain or get permission to make that repair or to make that sale, remotely, then that's where our video technology comes in. So, so if you're looking at a new piece of equipment that you're looking to buy, somebody's trying to describe it to you over the phone, it's easier to show you remotely, basically, you're on video, and then you can see whether that vehicle has, the specifications that you're looking for, and then you're more comfortable actually making the journey out to to that place of business.
Right. Is it I would assume it's a very competitive marketplace?
Yes. So video is sort of everywhere, as we know, and it's growing very sort of quickly. But what we looked at is, selling video directly, to individual businesses, to ourselves was never going to scale. And, when you talk to entrepreneurs and businesses, you sort of say, well, what was your pivot that made the difference? So our pivot was getting out of a single industry and basically just licensing our software technology stack. So we provide sort of a low code, no code solution that basically starts from video capture, whether it's a mobile device, all the way through to sort of uploading and then to the delivery of the video. Now, in that space, we actually have very little competition who actually deliver the whole life cycle for video. So not saying that there isn't competition and there won't be more in the future, but we found a nice pivot where we provide this technology that's often very difficult to deliver out to the software industries.
Interesting. And are you positively generating revenue now, or are you still living off of your funding?
No, we've been positive for a few years. So as we sort of looked at this sort of last year, we didn't need to raise money, but what we felt was to expand our offerings, to do more with AI, to do more with augmented reality. That was going to take basically a lot more funding for engineering. And so, we were positive. We're still positive today. And we're growing at a very healthy rate.
We've been speaking with Douglas Chrystall, founder and CIO of TruVideo. Douglas, very interesting. I'd love it if you'd come back again and talk to us more about some implementations you have done. If somebody wants to get hold of you, learn more about the company, how do they find you?
Best place is TruVideo.com. It's TruVideo.com.
Great. Thank you for being on Radio Entrepreneurs today. I look forward to talking to you again.
Talk to you soon. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you. This is Radio Entrepreneurs.